Hello, Hawks, and welcome back to the CCMS Media Center, your location to get some great books. Thank you very much to those of you who have been reading your emails and returning those books that are overdue to the book return box that is right outside the office as you walk up to the gate. On the left-hand side, you'll see it. You can drop off your books there. Perfecto. Now other people can check these out. But I am here today to share with you eBooks. Yes, we have eBooks that you can read online or you can download, and you can read them right on your Chromebook, or you can read them on your iPhone, whatever device you have, you can download it. There actually is an app that you can pick up for Android and for iPhone if you'd like to do that. I'm not going to share that with you right now. If you want to go do that, you guys, you can. I am just here to show you how to find these things and use them right now on your computer. So I hope you remember how to get to our Media Center website. Let me share my screen with you. All we do is we Google CCMS Media Center, and bam, the very first thing that pops up is our Google website. You want to scroll down to where it says Follet Destiny. Remember, that's our library catalog. Click on Follet Destiny. And anytime you want to do something where you are able to check things out, right, or look at your profile, see what things that you maybe are that are overdue, or things that you favorited and you want to go back to, you need to log in. That top right-hand corner that I'm circling, you need to click that. And when it asks for your username and your password, just put in the beginning of your school email address. Don't put the @NHUSD, just the beginning. And then whatever your password is, and click submit. And ta-da, you will be logged in. On the top right-hand corner, you will be able to choose a little icon if you want to choose one. And if you click on it, it'll show you that your name is there, that you are logged in. So that's the only thing that does on the right-hand corner. Right at the very, very top, you will see, dun, 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 eBooks. Yes, a whole line of eBooks that you can check out, brand new. Some of them are titles that are well loved, that maybe you started reading that you didn't finish, or you want to reread, like The Giver, or Artemis Fowl, or Alex Wright, or all of these great, super intense reads. We've got quite a few of them, which is nice. And then we also have some brand new titles like A Crack in the Sea, or, oh my goodness, A Long Way Down, which I think I did a little first chapter Friday with you with Jason Reynolds reading it. Just super intense urban fiction written in, I'm getting off topic, aren't I? Anyways, great books here. And next week, if you check in, there'll be even more ebooks. So you are welcome to scroll through using these arrows on the left and right hand side. You, of course, can click on it. Let's click on A Crack in the Sea. You can click on any one of them. It will give you a summary of the book, or in this case, it is a quote that is provided by the publisher to give you a little more information about what it is about. When you scroll down, you can find more information about the book. One of the things that I like to do under Explore, notice how I clicked on Explore and it changed it. These are the subjects that are in this book. So it is juvenile fiction about the Kraken. I don't know if you know about the Kraken. Mythological creature, right? I think a sea monster. Yeah. It's also about slavery and refugees. So these are some of the subjects that are in this book. And if it sounds exciting to you, you might want to check it out. If it doesn't sound exciting to you, just click out of it in the top right-hand corner and go and find another one. Let's scroll through and see what else we have. Ooh, A Good Kind of Trouble. A Good Kind of Trouble. This book was written about what's going on today in our society, and standing up for ourselves and standing up for others who, who are not being treated fairly and justly. So I can read, again, I clicked on it, I can read what it is about. I can scroll down if I want to find out what it's more about. This one doesn't have, there it is, Explore. tells me what it's about, African American girls in middle schools and Black Lives Matter movement. Um, so if I'm interested in this, I can simply, this is how you check out an ebook, watch this, go to these 3 boxes and click check out. And then it's my book. That's it. Just check it out. That's it. After 3 weeks, it returns it on its own. So if you want to keep it for longer than 3 weeks, you got to log in, you have to renew it. So make sure that you come back, and you make sure that you don't don't keep it longer than what you're supposed to. Otherwise, you're going to lose the book and it's going to go to somebody else. If you want to just look at it to see if maybe it's something you want, you can click open, like I'm doing here. And you can browse through the book, just like what you do when you are in the library. You see a title that looks enticing. You read maybe the back cover of it, and you're like, oh, this looks interesting. Let me open up the book. I clicked it up. I clicked open. It opened it up for me. On the right-hand side, you'll notice that when I scroll over there, it becomes gray, and I've got a bar there that I can click on. And it's going to go through the title page, and it's going to give me the verso. The verso is the back of the title page. It should give me the verso. I don't know. Try clicking again. There. Oh, the dedication pops up. I don't know where the verso is. Didn't show it, did it? Strange. Maybe it's in the back. Some publishers are doing that. Table of contents here. I like to read the first couple of paragraphs to see if I'm interested in the book. So I could even do like a 5-finger test on this to make sure it's not too difficult to me. Find a page that is full of words, read it, and as I read it, if it becomes really challenging, if a word I don't know or can't read, I put up a finger. If I get down to the bottom and I have like 5 fingers, it's probably a little too challenging for me. So I might want to go back and look at some other books. But in this case, I decide that it looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to close this book, and I want it. I want this book. So I'm going to go back to, I'm being a little high, closed out of it. I'm sorry. I'm going to go back to, there it is, the title details, and I can click on checkout. And now that book is mine. If I decide that I don't want this book, if I decide that, oh, wait a minute, I need to go back to the book to finish reading it, right? Where do I get this book? How do I find it? Underneath these 3 lines in the top left-hand side, if I click on them and I go to checkouts, right underneath my profile, checkouts, it'll show you what books you have checked out. And you'll notice that I actually have 3 books checked out. I have Things You Can't Say, which is a brand new book, just came out not too long ago, and is, oh my goodness, it is another book about what's going on today. So if you're watching the news, or you're involved, if you're involved in social issues that are going on, this might be a good book for you to check out. Same thing with A Good Kind of Trouble. So these are the 3 books that I have checked out. I actually don't want Things You Can't Say anymore, because I really liked A Good Kind of Trouble. So I'm going to just click on return. Click on return, and bam, somebody else can check it out now. Instead of it just sitting there for 3 weeks with nobody reading it, return the book. Be polite and return the book. A Good Kind of Trouble we started reading. I just got to the very beginning, but all we have left is a dystopian book that I've started reading. It's kind of a love story dystopian. I'm going to click open. And what's cool is, because I started reading this and I put a bookmark in it, it will open my book up right to my bookmark. I don't have to click through all these pages, which is super awesome. So you'll notice, again, here I've opened it up. I've actually changed the font a little bit so that I can read it a little easier. If you just scroll up just above the paragraphs, this bar will turn dark, and you'll notice that you've got some choices here. You can go to, let's see, this very first one is book options. So if I click on it, it shows me that my book is due November 18th, And so I either need to return that book when the date gets close if I'm not finished with it, and there will be a way, I'll show it to you in a second, how to renew your book, or you can click return your book if you don't want it anymore. So let somebody else use it because only one person can read it at a time, right? Return it so somebody else can check it out. The second option here that you can have is this arrow. And if I click on the arrow,
Chapter 1 Earlier I wake that morning thinking about what to wear, the taste of candied dreams lingering even after I open my eyes.
it will
I
read it
slide
to
out of
you.
bed and grab
And it is no, in my opinion, it is not nice to listen to. It's very, and they do it on purpose. It's very electronic and it's just not enjoyable. You don't get the person's feelings from reading it as if you were reading your own, but it's there, especially if you got like a section that maybe is really difficult to read and you need to understand what the words are. You can use that. There is also audio options. So you can have different voices read to you and you can play with this. You can speed it up or slow it down or whatever. I changed the font because even though I have glasses, I still can't see very well. But you can change the font. You can make it larger and smaller. I actually turned the dyslexic font on. It changes the font so that it's actually easier to read. I'm going to turn it off so you can see what the difference is. Now it looks just like, your typical New York Times font. So different things you can play around with here. I'm not going to play with them a lot. You can figure all that stuff out. You've seen this before. Right here next to the font changes, we have the bookmarks, right? So if I'm reading this book and let's say, I've read through a couple of pages, I'm going to stop at some weird point because I don't know, I've got to go to class and I'm going to make sure that I can get back. I can click on bookmarks and I can add a bookmark and right there, it pops up. I'm on this page. So now when I open up this book, it'll take me back to this right where I'm at right now. If I click in different locations, like if I click over here, I believe, then I can add, I just double clicked and it came up that other menu. I can click on bookmark and add another bookmark and it'll pop up as well. So super awesome. Make sure that you save your place on here. Otherwise, you got to click through and find where the heck you left off. You can also take notes. What's really super awesome is if you're doing this for a book report and you need to pull out like some quotes from your book and you want to like write down your ideas and thoughts. You can do that right here on this app and it will save it to your Google Docs, which we'll talk about that another time, but it's super cool. So very simply, here it is, different ways to read it, to look at it. Again, where did we find this book? We went to CCMS Media Center. We logged on to Follet Destiny. We made sure that we logged on to Follet Destiny because if you don't log on to Follet Destiny, you can't check anything out. The ebooks are right here on top. You could also go up in the search bar and you can type in things like romance. And maybe I want to read a romance book right now. And you'll notice that a book pops up and the book pops up. It's that red little, open book. It says book. I don't want a physical book, although I could, hold it and Miss Valine will check it out to you and you can come pick it up in the office through Books to Go. But maybe I want something right this second. Over on the left-hand side, you'll see where it says filters. You can go down to format and you can choose Follet eBooks. Oh, nice, right? You won't be able to see DVDs and things like that because you're not a teacher. You can see it because I'm logged in. I am a teacher, but you will be able to see all of the Follet eBooks that are there. So I can click Follet eBooks and you'll see that we actually have 3 romance books right now available that you can open, read, check out. If you love it, return it. If you don't want it, super, super simple, right? Super, super simple. Great, easy ways for you to find reads right here online anytime, there's no reason for you to not have something great to read, right? You just need to find it on Destiny Discover. Super, super easy. I'm going to take a look at what I have checked out right now. I went over to those 3 lines, clicked under profile where it says checked out. I have a good kind of trouble, and I have all we have left. I actually want to make sure that you have the ability to check these out. So I'm going to click return. So now somebody else can read it and check it out. I'm going to click return on all we have left. I don't have any other books checked out to me. I am all clear. I can tell that my account is good. I can check out up to 4 books at a time. That is where I can also see where they need to be returned. Keep an eye out on that and keep an eye out on your email for things that need to be returned. That is it. Super simple, right? Super, super simple. I hope that you enjoy these ebooks as much as I do. I really have a hard time with reading online, but when I need to read, they're there, which is so very awesome. Paper books are my favorite. Books to go is there for you if you're one of those fans like me that needs paper. But check out our ebooks. We've got a ton more coming next week, the beginning of November of 2020, if you're reading, if you're watching this in the future. But take a look. There is something for everybody coming. And thank you to Donors Choose and all of the donors out there that supported our school and got us these ebooks up and going during the pandemic. So students don't have to come all the way across the town to our school to pick up paper books. They're here for you. Enjoy. If you have any questions, you can always email me at avaline, VALINE, at nhusd.k12.ca.us and ask me any questions. I'm here to help. I hope you enjoy as much as I do. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.